Welcome to the University of Montevallo Carmichael Library Tour and Introduction to the Library as a Place. This is the third of 3 online tutorials which are intended to serve as a virtual tour and introduction to the library. This tutorial will cover the culture and services on the second floor of the Carmichael Library. The goal of these tutorials is to get you familiarized with the library as a place and understand more details about the organization and culture of each floor of the library. As a reminder, the library has 3 floors: the ground floor, the first floor, which is sometimes called the main floor, and the second or top floor. If you ever get turned around on this floor and aren't sure if you're in the right place, look for the yellow directional signage to help you find your way. Each floor of the library has its own culture. That is to say, some areas in the library have different expectations, especially with regard to noise level. The second floor is really the silent floor. If you talk, your fellow students might shush you, or a librarian could shush you. Move to another floor if you need to talk or make loud noises. If it gets too loud up there, you can come downstairs and tell the library staff at the checkout desk about the noise. We can do the shushing for you. The second floor is typically not very crowded most of the time, but during final exams week, it can get pretty busy. On the second floor, there are a lot of books that you can check out. These books are in the circulating collection, which literally means that the books circulate. That is to say that you can check them out and then bring them back. They circulate in and out of the library. The Milner Archives and Special Collections Room is also on the second floor. The Pat Scales Special Collections Room is on the second floor as well, and the bound periodicals are located there. Something important to know is that all the books in the university library have call numbers. The call numbers are important to know so you can locate the book. The call number is a little bit like a book's address. For example, in this picture, you can see that the books about snakes all start with the letters QL, followed by the number 666. There is one service point on the second floor. The Anna Crawford Milner Archives and Special Collections and the offices of the archivist are on the second floor. The Archives and Special Collections is where the university records are stored. Photographs and other items of historical interest, such as the first yearbook from 1907, are kept there. You can't just walk through the archives, though. Students can make an appointment with the archivist. His email and the archives website are easy to locate on the library webpage. A place of special interest on the second floor is the Pat Scales Special Collections Room. Pat Scales is a graduate of the University of Montevallo. She's a former school librarian, and she's a world-renowned expert on censorship and is often called to be an expert witness in trials involving the censorship of children's and young adult literature. She is a champion for intellectual freedom and the right to read. She is the past president of the American Library Association's Intellectual Freedom Committee and the author of numerous books on censorship and intellectual freedom. It might surprise you to know that on the second floor, there's the scary door with Condi Cunningham's face on it, and it's stored in the archives. The door with the scary face on it has frightened generations of Montevallo students. The library only puts it on display at the end of October. It may also be surprising that bound periodicals do not get call numbers. To recap, now you know more about the culture of the second floor of the library. The service point on the second floor and some important areas are located there. Remember that the second floor is the silent floor. If you need to study in quiet, this is your place. You might be shushed by other students if you talk. You also learned that Anna Milner Archives is on the second floor, but you must make an appointment with the archivist to do research in the archives. The book donations in the Pat Scales Special Collections Room give the University of Montevallo the distinction of having one of the largest collections of children's and young adult literature. This is the end of the introduction to the culture and services located on the second floor of Carmichael Library. Thanks for listening. Please remember to take the online quiz.